program ourselves for happiness. Recently, a client of mine came and told me, you know what, when I look at people around me, I see that things work for them, things fall into place. They seem to be so lucky. Why I don't have this luck? What is going on? In most instances, the problem is not luck. The problem is your energy. Also, the ability to manifest what you want, to attract what you want in life, is based on how you feel about yourself and what do you think about yourself. If you deserve this, do you feel that you're worthy of it or not? So if we want to be happy, the first thing we have to pay attention to is our energy. What are the vibrations you have on a daily basis? I'm sure you know that everything in our universe is made up of energy, including you. And everything vibrates at a different frequency. The higher the frequency, the better off you're gonna feel. The healthier you feel, the easier you're gonna manifest the things you want. More abundance and prosperity will come in your life. And the lower your vibrations, then the more problems you get in your life. You will get easy sick, catch the virus, the flu. You will have problems in your relationships, money problems, problems with your health, and so on. So the goal is to constantly raise our vibrations. How can we do this? So let me start by telling you what are the emotions that will immediately lower your vibrations. The first one, the one that is at the lowest frequency level, is the emotion of shame. When you know you're doing something wrong, even nobody else knows but you, your inner self, your soul knows, then you're gonna feel this feeling of shame. It may be not even on a conscious level, but subconsciously, believe me, you feel ashamed of your behavior, of your actions, of your thoughts. Also, when you hurt other people's feelings, when you are gossiping, when you judge others, when you insult others, when you're aggressive to others, you attack others, all this will lead to feeling of shame. And this will immediately lower your vibration. Another emotion that will do the same is the emotion of sadness and apathy. Right now I work with people who are severely mentally ill, and some of my clients are diagnosed with schizophrenia, with bipolar, and etc. And many of them suffer from depression. So the first thing what we are trying to do is to make them, and it could sound very simple, but it's actually super hard to do for these people. So the more you guys move your body, the higher your frequency will be, because the brain will follow. So what you can do, if you never exercise, you can start to just walk or do some jumping jacks, sit-ups, push-ups. Even if it's only 5 minutes a day, you're gonna see tremendous benefit of it, especially if you feel down, if you feel depressed. So start moving your body, because body-mind connection is really huge. people who exercise on a regular basis don't get depressed. And this is only because of this. It's not because they don't experience problems, life doesn't uh, bring them surprises and challenges. No, because they could handle all this better because of the activities, the way they move their bodies, and then the energy starts circulating on a high level. So another thing what you guys can do to raise your vibrations is to drink more water. You know that water flushes our toxins, we start think more clear, we need water because one of the main reasons for all sicknesses is dehydration, believe it or not, based on a recent research. So drink more water, be aware also of the food you put in your body. So try to get more food that is alive, vegetables, fruits, and stay away of processed food. I'm sure you've heard of all this and it's nothing new, I'm telling you. But it is important that these all factors are covered if you guys want to be happy. So another thing, if you want to be happy, if you want to program yourself to be happy, is to make yourself a priority. And I know some people may not understand me, what I mean with this, because it's so hard. We are preconditioned to think that, you know, we have to sacrifice ourselves for our kids, we have to put other people in front of us, and this is the tendency of most women. Most women who come to me, to my consultations, experience a lot of unsatisfaction in their lives. And one thing that I discovered, one reason for it, that they share, is that they put themselves after their kids, they put themselves after their parents, after their husbands. They want to make everybody happy, but you know, if they have the energy and time for themselves, at the end of the list are they put themselves, and this is a huge mistake. I had a client who was raising 3 young children, and she didn't work. She told me that she had no joy in life. Nothing could bring her joy and happiness. So she was extremely miserable and she was suffering from depression. And when I asked her if she can say aloud, I'm more important than my children, she couldn't. She couldn't. She absolutely couldn't say this. Because her whole life she was taught that children come first. And we as mothers, we have to make sure they're okay. We have to serve them. And if we're happy or not, it doesn't matter. And honestly, it took me a while for me to change this belief for myself as well, because I also was taught that I have to sacrifice my life for my children, and I taught this by my mom. So when I started working on myself and working through my own therapy, so I cleared this belief, but it took me a while, because you know, our minds are preconditioned. I now have no problem putting myself on the first place before anybody else, and whatever I feel that I need, I like, I want to do, I do it without feeling guilty about it. But this took me a while. So put yourself a priority. And the last thing I'm gonna talk about today, that will bring you happiness. It's just the choice you make every day. The choice you make not to be right, but to be happy. And I'm gonna explain what I mean. So many women I see that want to be right, and I'm sure they're right. They tell me, but he should have done this. He should have known better. He was so disrespectful. And what happens is they get insulted, they feel they're the victim in the situation. Then they have this, bad feelings, harsh feelings. And of course their vibration goes right away down. And they don't choose to be happy. And this is really a choice. Yeah, I can be right. I'm sure, there are many things my kids do or my husband does that I see as wrong. I see, oh, if it was me, I would do this differently. But do I get upset? Do I get angry? Not anymore. I just recognize it. I'm kind of like the observer, observing the situation. And I always tell myself, okay, I have no control over other people's, actions, behavior, thoughts, words, but Nelly, so you have control over your own reaction. So how do I choose to react now? What am I gonna say that is not gonna escalate things, and I'm gonna let them be right and let myself be happy? And I always go from there. So I gave up my right to be right a long time ago. And I encourage you guys, especially women, who constantly have these expectations about their partner, that they have to be this way or that way. Just drop these expectations, accept them the way they are right now, and choose to be happy. I truly believe that when we are in relationship, we have this fantasy world when, we think in our minds how our partner should be, what he should be doing, what he should be saying, when he would be saying it, what he would be not acceptable of doing. And then when he's not behaving by our script, we get resentful and we get really unhappy, miserable. Our vibrations drop, and then how on earth we can attract the things we want in our life? It will never happen, because it's like a vicious cycle. You guys have to get out of this triangle, because Cartman came up with this triangle. Either you're a victim, the aggressor, or the savior. So get out of this triangle. You don't want to be the victim for the rest of your life. You don't want to be the aggressor either, or the savior. So step back, accept the people as they are. Don't try to change them. I had this client who came to me and said, you're my last hope, because my husband is drinking so much, and we were back and forth together, and now we decided to stay again together. But can you help us? He's drinking so much, and he was cheating on me. How can I change him? I looked her straight at her eyes, and said, okay, can you accept him the way he is without changing him? Can you love him the way he is? And she said no. Then I said, okay, so don't be with him. Because we always, or many times, get into the relationship, we just thought we're gonna change them, we're gonna fix them, and then they'll become perfect, these perfect people, and then we'll love them. Love them now. Either decide that you're gonna give your unconditional love to these people when maybe they don't make money, maybe when they drink, when they smoke, when they're not the perfect husband or boyfriend. And then you're gonna see when you don't knock them, when you don't have these expectations, when you're happy just because you exist, people around you gonna start changing as well, and you'll be extremely surprised. But it's like a magic. It really is. You change, you drop your expectations, you accept the people around you and unconditionally love them right now, at the moment, the way they are. And if it's not tolerable for you, then you know you remove yourself from the situation, these people, and you find new ones. But don't have this expectation. Don't try to change people. And they will. I really believe people change because I've seen this over and over again. But they change on their own terms when they decide to change. And how you can motivate them? When you are happy, when you don't demand, you don't knock, you're not the victim, you don't feel hurt, insulted all the time, but you live your life in every moment as it's your best moment, because you choose for yourself to be happy. And this other person cannot impact this. He can scream, he can maybe sometimes become even aggressive, and he can have a behavior that you don't like, you may not like, you may like. But when it doesn't impact your choice, the choice that you'll be happy no matter what, then you're gonna see this magic, how other people start changing around you because you give this unconditional love. Okay? So I know it's very easily said than done, but just try it. Try it for a couple of weeks and see the results for yourself. So to summarize this video, because it got really long, it's just the most important thing to be happy. Watch your energy. Don't let negative thoughts drag you down. Don't let your vibrations drop. Make sure to be taking care of yourself and not experiencing emotions like shame, like apathy, sadness, that you get out of this quickly, that you recognize your thoughts and you change your limiting beliefs and acknowledge them and change them for positive, that you put yourself as a priority in your life, that you're number one for anybody else. Then only then you can be happy and you can give happiness to others and give up your right to be right and choose to be happy. I hope this video helped you. So please share it with your friends, with your relatives, that more people will be happy, and this will help me as well if you guys share the video. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna see you soon. Have a great week, guys. Bye.